I'm back. Video number 3 in our Passions to Paycheck series. This is going to be really fun today. Just going to see if this is working. Okay, I can't tell. Anyway, I think we're good to go. So today's topic is video number 3 is the professional organizing business. And this one's really fun to me because you can take your obsession for being totally organized and stuff and make an actual business of it. Now this whole series is different businesses that I've had previously. I still do organizing sometimes if somebody calls me and asks me to do that, and already had heard about me through somebody else, but it's not something that I advertise anymore. But it's the whole purpose of this series is to talk about when you're creating your business online. Sometimes it's a slow process. It's not something that you think you're going to do some magical trick and overnight you're going to be a success. And so what this whole thing is about is just showing a detailed deep dive into stuff that I've done and mixed together until my businesses have either went really good or so that I could wean myself off of one. And I thought it would kind of be a neat idea to share some tips and ideas for people of, or it might not be anything that interests you at all, but it might spark some ideas in some other places. And so that you can combine different income sources and diversify your income until maybe you never want to actually have one income specifically from one business. But if you do, you can actually run a couple different things and not have to actually go work for someone else. You can make your own schedule. You can have time for your children. You can there's so much more things you can do out there if you get creative and really think about different things that you're good at and what interests you. So these are just mine. And I just thought that maybe giving you guys a detailed dive into some of them might be interesting, and maybe go, hey, maybe that's something I can do alongside of this while I'm working on this business, or able to get my side hustle going so I can get out of my 9 to 5 or whatever that is. So I've got my tea, lemon ginger tonight, and I'm really excited to talk about it. So first of all, creating an organizing business is really easy. So that's number one. If you are obsessed with organizing things and making things all nice, and that's just totally your style and you're already into it and you want to get paid for doing something you love, this might be something good that can help you do something to get started. Now there's tons of different ways you can do it. You can charge by the hour, or you can charge by the packages. And I've done both, and some are more lucrative than others. It just depends. So all you really need to get started with this is a really nice website, a place to contact you, business cards, the typical stuff that you'd need for a service-based business. And getting clients for organizing isn't actually that difficult either. You can, because especially if you've cleaned before, and you make connections with the people in your community who are cleaning commercially or residentially, and you let them know that they can leave your card for some of their clients. You can do networking. You can do all sorts of in-person stuff. Like, there's lots of different things that you can do to get clients. It's really easy, actually. Well, I don't want to say easy, but it's easy if you get out there and put yourself out there and talk about what you do, because a lot of people say, oh, you'll tell someone what you do and they'll be like, I totally need you. I need that. So it's just something you can do, and it pays really well. It did hurt my back. It was heavy. I did a lot of heavy lifting because I did it on my own. I didn't have a partner. Depending how big you grow your business, I mean, some people bring in other people. I just did it by myself because I'm really fussy and I like a certain way of doing stuff. And it's just easier to be only responsible for myself. So yeah, so basically to get started, a website, business cards, get networking, start marketing, And then the next thing to do is to decide what your prices are going to be or your packages. And so, like I said, I've done both. So you can charge, I don't want to just put rates out there because I don't know what the going rate is in your local community, but I think I charged between $25 and $35 to start by the hour. And then I would realize I would also charge a fuel charge if I was driving more than like 35 minutes, I think, 30 minutes or something like that. And then I realized that, hey, you know what would be way better if I made package deals. So here is 4 sessions, here is 8 sessions, here's 12 sessions, and here's like a jumbo package for like $2,500 that was this package. And that does really well too. So you can kind of customize your business to whatever you want. You just need to really think about, with this type of service-based business, I really think that it was key to think about things like setting enough money aside for taxes. You need the typical business license in your community. You need to be registered with the government if you're charging tax. You need to have set your profits, have a certain amount, like 15% set aside, 10 to 15% set aside for taxes, so that you know what your profit is. You need to have money for your vehicle. Also, with this business was great, just like cleaning, your kilometers and your gas are all a write-off. Those kinds of things were really cool. And you need to set money aside for time. Like when you charge by the hour or by the package, you got to remember that you're running around and you're purchasing things for their home, whether that's containers, bins, storage things, whatever that is for you. And so all that time that you spend at the store shopping and returning items and stuff, you've got to account for that in what you charge. So, hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining. So just kind of think about that when you're setting up your prices. Some people are charging a base rate of $60 an hour, and it just depends on you, how confident you are in your service, how fast you are, how much you can get done in that hour. But I really like the whole package ideas, because when you set yourself apart by creating these different packages, then you know if they just going by the hour, might be like, oh, that you don't want somebody to be disappointed in what you can do in an hour. When you charge by the package, you know you're coming back, you have 3 more sessions, and you know what you can get done for them. And usually you're going to be, I'm sure you're so amazing and organized that you can get a lot done for them, and they're just like blown away and usually totally wowed. So that part makes it really, really, really lucrative. But you just have to remember all that running around and stuff that you do, that you're accounting for that, and your gas and your time. I remember thinking that an hour and a half drive was way too far. I would spend 8 hours at that client's house, and I would also offer another service where I would take all her stuff and I sold it for her on like the bargain finder, the buy and sell, stuff like that. And she loved that. She loved that I hauled her crap away for her and sold it. And I kept a spreadsheet, and it said which items that she had and which things sold and for what price. And then I would give her 50% of that, and I would keep 50% of that. So that's a whole nother way to make money. And she loved it, because I was actually, not only were we getting rid of stuff, but I was taking it away. And so out of sight, out of mind, right? And then it was off her chest, and she was like, oh, so all the clutter's gone. So that's something cool that you can do too. And you can also do that too if you do cleaning. Now, a lot of organizers, professional organizers, do not clean as they go. I do. I can't stand. I don't want any. I try and think of things like how I would want it, and I would not want anyone organizing for me. Hey Julie, how's it going? Thanks for popping over. I just know that I would not want anybody coming in and doing stuff for me and putting things back in a dirty drawer or dirty containers or whatever. That just grosses me right out. So I would definitely do cleaning as you go. And so my prices you can charge way more if you tell them you're going to clean as you go. Now, some people don't want to be seen as the cleaner. I didn't really care. I wanted it to be, my thought was like the wow after, like, I enjoy cleaning, so if you enjoy organizing, most of us enjoy some cleaning too, so it didn't really matter to me. But hey, awesome to have you guys. So what else can I talk about with that? Okay, so something else to keep in mind is that I specialized in a specific service. If you can specialize in something, whether that's children's rooms, garages, kitchens are your specialty. Mine was home office. I still do home office, businesses, and like business organizing, files. I'll do all that paper stuff too. And so that's one of my favorite things. So that's what I would focus on, and I would want those clients first that wanted like office organization and stuff, and then they would see how awesome that feels, and they would want other rooms done, and then I would end up doing whole houses. So there's tons of potential for this. Excuse me, I've got allergies. All right, so here's just another way. I don't have a whole ton to talk about with this one, but it's really creative. It is fun. You can get, getting paid to do stuff that you love and getting paid a good amount. And most of this time you want to be paid up front with your packages or by the day before you start, or work out some sort of thing with your client. You don't want to leave things hanging. But they love it too because it's a write-off for them, especially if they have a home business. So it's really just like housekeeping. They can write it off and they're happy to have you, and they're going to redo their whole packages until their whole house is organized. And usually by the time the whole thing has been done, they're back at the beginning and they need your help somewhere else. So it can be really fun. And yeah, I think that that's just one thing that you could do and really bring some quick money in on the side fast while you're building your online business until you wean. And it's just another thing that I did in order to just have cash rolling in all the time and be able to still keep my own schedule. I can if I want to go on holidays, I'm not going to take on any new clients. I'm going to wrap my jobs up on time. Like, it's really easy to have a life and enjoy your family and stuff. And that's really what life's all about. We all want to see our children and our family and stuff more, right? So yeah, I hope that this helps you and sparks some ideas, maybe generate some thoughts about different things that you could do to combine different businesses, diversify your income while you're working on your online business or getting out of your 9-to-5 or whatever. And I'd be happy to help you guys create an amazing marketing and sales plan for your business. And I'm offering that in different 90-minute session. And so I'll put the details below this video all about that. You can get a hold of me, and I've got, I think I'm going to do 6 spots available. So I'd love to help you create the business of your dreams, whatever that may be, and help you create a whole plan to make it happen, because planning and organizing and marketing and sales are my specialty. So I really, I'm so passionate about putting different incomes together and diversifying your incomes and creating passive income through different methods on the back burner where you don't have to be everywhere, because you can only be you. And that's the one downside of the service-based businesses, is that they need you. You're the everything of the business. And when you step back and start creating online stuff and having different things selling on the back burner, money's rolling in while you're sleeping, and that's like the most amazing part. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You can find me at angelaneufeld.com, and please check out our group, Creating an Inspired Life and Business, and I'm on Facebook as well, so find me. And I'd love for you to come over to YouTube. I'll be posting these videos back over on YouTube, and so you can watch it again if you miss this live video. And it's called the Biz Hen House, so I'd love to have you pop over and subscribe, and you won't miss a thing. I'll talk to you later, and I'll put the details of the sales and marketing plan project, 90-minute kind of deep immersion special that I want to do to help you create an amazing business. And if you have 2 models you want to put together, that can totally happen. So let's talk about what you want to create. Bye for now.